Alright, what's going on guys? Welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Please leave this video a big like and subscribe if you haven't already. Literally takes 1 second and it helps me out tremendously in growing this channel. Having said that though, let's get right into today's video. So getting right into the workout session and the workout footage right here. I was not specifically pleased with this workout, but it was a decent day of it anyways. What I did was this massive back day routine that I do complete about 2 times a week, or no, I do complete it exactly 2 times a week, end of the week and beginning of the week. Usually these workouts feel really, really good to me, and I time them with the recovery from active rest days to make them feel extra, extra good. Since I'm doing so much volume, there's a tremendous amount of volume in these workouts, a lot of sets, a lot of reps, and a lot of different exercises and movements as well. So yeah, I usually know that this is going to be a good day of it. Like, I'll feel better than most days on these big back day routines because of the way that my recovery is in line for, my potential to have a better session than usual, or just a great session, a fly through walls session, like I call it, when I just feel invincible. Like, I want to stay in the gym all night and just, keep working, because some days I feel like that. There, even the weird thing is, like, even if I have a bad night's sleep, like, and I, not eating enough calories, not eating enough good food, not, having a stressful day at work, having a stressful week leading up to this. Like, the weird thing is, I can have amazing workouts even though all those factors can be against me, and other days I can be really disciplined in other areas than the gym, when it comes to recovery, diet, everything leading up to, the potential for you having a good workout. I can be really disciplined within those aspects and have a worse workout on other days. That just goes to show you that all your recovery and everything that you do outside the gym, it's not day to day. Your habits lead up to you getting a good workout. It's not like you have one good day of good habits, of good routines, of good healthy lifestyle choices, and eating good food, eating a lot of good food, getting enough calories to recover, and everything that should work in your favor. That does not only span out over 1 day period or a 2 or 3 day period. It's a bigger game than that, and there's a bigger spectrum to think about. I think a lot of people in fitness in general can get lost in that and not really have that longer term perspective and understand, why am I having such a good workout on this day? And including myself, I wouldn't really come to grips with it. But I think that is sort of the factor among many. But the main factor is that it's spread out over time. Everything that you do and everything that you do will lead up to you having one good session a week, 2 good sessions a week, maybe even 3, 4, 5 good sessions every single week consistently, if you're consistently being disciplined with everything you're doing outside the gym and everything you're doing, period. So within this back day routine that I do here, if you're new here, you might not, be familiar with it. Basically what I do is 2 times a week I do weighted pull-ups, and I do pull-ups every single day. So I do 100 pull-ups every day, and 2 times a week I complete them with, a weight strapped onto my waist, and I do a 10 by 10, or somehow I do 100 reps. Sometimes I do them in lower rep schemes, but mainly it's been 10 by 10 that I've been working with now, since I've gotten up to the 10 by 10 with 20 kilograms. Before I wasn't able to do that, but now I somewhat am. Some days I can do it clean, and some days I, kind of half-ass do it. I'm able to complete it, but the reps are not, good enough towards the end, in my opinion, on some days. And anyway, on these days I do 100 weighted pull-ups, and I do some back hypertrophy work after. So it's often like close to a 2-hour workout with all the sets and reps that I'm completing here. So, the main focus is the pull-ups. I always go to the pull-up bar first on these days. On other days, I often, switch it up. Like, I'll do a chest press first, I'll do lunges first, I'll do hanging leg raise first. It's very, very different, and I auto-regulate on the go. I auto-regulate, I am the manager of this gym scheduling for my own life, of course, as I should be. But my point is that I go directly to the pull-up bar on my back days, because that is the main focus. When you're doing 100 weighted pull-ups, you're not going to pre-fatigue yourself. That is not going to play within your favor. So today I went right to the pull-up bar, standard width, shoulder width uh, pull-ups here, and I did it one set of body weight pull-ups, 10 reps, just feeling it out. You'll see the first clip in this video is me doing that there in the intro, just kind of filling it out, seeing how explosive I feel, and after my dynamic warm-up that I usually don't show on camera, I just go right do that, warm up with the movement that I'm doing, and after that I strap on the weight belt and get going. This is the last set you're watching right here. So I've done 9 sets leading up to this, and this is the 10th. I did a set of 10 there, but in my opinion the last 1 or 2 reps there were just dodgy. This is also where the frustration lies for me, because it's been this way the last couple workouts of doing weighted pull-ups for me. And I'm getting right back up on the bar there. I'm a little angry here, I'm not going to lie, because it is frustrating when you put so much effort into this and you're not getting the results you might wish for. So what I did there was I did a set of 10 there in the end, and I was just really angry. I took the lowest amount of rest time that I possibly can. Usually I do 4 or 5 minutes on these days when I'm doing 10 by 10 with 20 kilograms. But what I'm doing there in the punish set that you watch right now, I did a set of 3 after looking all angry and everything right there. That's me just jumping up on the bar, maybe after 20-30 seconds of just shaking my arms out, catching my breath, and after I caught my breath, just get right back up on that bar where I belong. That's kind of my mindset, and rep out, a few good textbook clean repetitions. And I got 3 today. It usually isn't much more when you're doing a punish set after such minimal rest period. But that is all I need, because I know it was less than 3 reps that were dodgy for the day. So I leave the pull-up bar satisfied enough for me to kind of feel that sense of accomplishment for the day and for the session and for what I set out to do when I came inside the gym, what I had planned out for the day as well. So leaving with a little more sense of accomplishment and just, feeling like I did what I was supposed to for the day, and getting right back up there after the 10 by 10, and after some dodgier reps there, almost not getting your chin to the bar, barely getting it there. That is a lot of effort, that you're and energy and force output that you've put into that bar and put in your lats, forearms, core, everything. And to just get up there and get 3 clean ones, I'll take it. That's sort of what I'm thinking then. And I know I got at least 100 good ones then, maybe 101, 102. So, that's kind of how I'm working on my weighted pull-ups days. There's not a lot of weighted pull-ups days, especially as of late, where I do not complete punish sets. And also, I go about them in very different ways. Sometimes, like today, I just jump right back up on the bar and, complete the last reps immediately. It's a very time efficient way of doing it. Sometimes when I feel like I want to get more volume in, or when I'm a little harder on myself, and I feel like maybe more than 1 or 2 reps were not the way that I wanted them to be, then like my last session, actually, I completed 2 full extra sets, as many reps as I could, and I believe that was an additional 2 by 8, I believe, of weighted pull-ups. So, I mean, that's 16 extra repetitions, and probably 12, 13 of them being textbook form. So then you're doing a lot more than 100 pull-ups. You're doing more like 115-ish, 113 good ones maybe. So yeah, I can go about them in many different ways. Often I just do 1 extra punish set. Doing 2, I mean, that's just over the top. That was me the last time I did it, when I did the neutral grip pull-ups, and I'm not as strong at all with the neutral grip. I realize when it comes to the big boy weights, when I get up in weights. So I want to be able to do the 10 by 10 with 20 with all grips clean. That's the goal right now. We're not going to go up in weight. We're not going to go to the 21 kilos, to the 22.5s or whatever, until that's done. When that's done, we're going to start progressing overloading and working towards that 25, 30, even beyond. I mean, we're serious on this channel and we want to preach that, but we also want to preach training smart and auto-regulating. And yeah, training smart initially. Don't kill yourself on days you shouldn't, but also be disciplined enough to get to the gym and get some kind of work in that is good enough, right, for the long-term sustainability gains and everything that you're striving for, to work on your goals. It's not always going to be easy. Understand when to work hard, understand when to work less hard, but, basically work hard consistently every week of the year. That's what we're doing, right? Yeah, so enough talking about the punish sets there and the goals for the future. Let me go through a little bit of this back day routine, hypertrophy routine that I'm completing after the 100 pull-ups and after that little punish set there. I went straight over to the seated cable rows. I did something like 4x12, 5x12 today, but I usually do them in like the same weight all the way through and leave it at that. Maybe do a drop set on the last when it comes to accessory movements. But today I did it more kind of bodybuilding style pyramid. I just warmed up with a lower weight, doing 15-20 reps. Then I went to something I can do for 12 reps. Then I did probably 12 reps a couple more times, but with heavier weight each time. And then I went to a top set of 10 on the seated cable row there. And I believe after that I did a drop set. I just dropped it 2 times, just nothing left within that horizontal pulling movement at all after that. Just every single muscle fiber within that range was just completely annihilated, just destroyed. So moving on from the horizontal pulling, we went back to the vertical pulling, just like we did with the weighted pull-ups there, but we did it on the machine or the cable lat pull down there. Classic lat pull down machine. We did them wide grip today. Often do them closer grip actually. And when I do the lat pull down, I think that one feels good for the contractions. Also, I can go a little heavier on that one, but I switch out the grips just like with the pull-ups. I do that on the lat pull down as well, and I went with the wide grip, and I did like 4 5x12 there as well. I believe 4x12 with a superset on the lat pullover as well. Just going between those for 4 or 5 sets. I believe it was more like 4 today, since I'd done such high volume on the seated cable row. Usually do a little less on that one, but since I'd fatigued myself so hard with that one, I did 4 sets of the lat pull down pullover, I believe, and then I went straight into the single arm pull down when I'm sort of sitting on the ground there and pulling one arm at a time. And big finito sign there that after that video, after that footage of that exercise, which is often a finisher of mine, I don't do anything else after that. I finish out back with that one lat at a time there. But after that big finito sign, I was like, hey, I want to try this forearm curl workout with this movement that I've not done in God knows how long. I never trained forearms really in this way. I've done farmer's walks in the past and the dead hang, but not much more than that. So I tried this isolation movement, doing them on each arm there, and it felt good. Nice to get that little extra pump there, and I believe doing forearm exercises like that does pay off as well. It gets you a stronger grip, stronger forearms in general, but it's a lot of work, and the reward is, I think, fairly slim. You got to keep doing it a lot. Just like with core, though, as I'm doing here, which I think is probably the best accessory to be working hard. And I ended my workout with 2 hanging L-sit holds, 30-second each time. And after that, I was completely done. And the actual big finito sign there, as I was completely done for the day. A little frustrating workout. A lot of heavy weights. A little frustrating with the weighted pull-ups. It's been that way the last 2-3 sessions. We'll get there, though. We'll get there in time. We're going to get all the work in that needs to be done for us to get stronger than ever. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you for watching all the way through. Please leave this video a big like and subscribe if you haven't already. It literally takes 1 second and it helps me out tremendously in growing this channel. Having said that, guys, I will see you in the next video.